Welcome back to Dark Glam, where my loyal viewers already know the drama never takes a pause. We stir the drama, the secrets spill, and the gossip runs non-stop right here. For my new viewers, a special welcome to the table. This is where every story gets broken down and no detail goes unnoticed. If you're here for the tea, you've just found your new home. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss what Dark Glam serves next. Chrisean, hear me out. I was never making fun of your child, my own grandson. And it's time to set aside the pride and finally face the truth so you can let go of the shame and pressure that's been sitting on you. What I said was only based on what I saw at that moment because I was honestly caught off guard, not because I wanted to embarrass your son or use him for attention. You've accused me of chasing recognition when, in fact, you're the one who keeps involving my son in messy situations for the internet to pick apart. Now the online world is stunned after Chrisean Rock went live in one of her most emotional and heated streams yet, with insiders claiming that Child Protective Services has officially stepped in and removed her baby. Social media instantly erupted, divided over whether Chrisean was unfairly treated as a young mother constantly under a microscope, or if this outcome was bound to happen. After months of unstable live streams, public arguments, and endless allegations of neglect for many, this felt like a turning point where a child got caught in the crossfire of fame, family disputes, and non-stop online attention, according to reports. CPS took Junior out of Chrisean's care and placed him with none other than Blueface's mama. That move shocked the public, given the long history of bitterness between Chrisean and the family she has repeatedly accused of disloyalty, manipulation, and drama. When word spread, Chrisean immediately jumped on live, breaking down in tears and anger, shouting that Blueface's relatives had worked behind the scenes against her. She claimed this wasn't just a CPS call but a calculated effort to take her son away permanently. Fans filled the chat with broken-hearted emojis and questions, while Chrisean hinted at leaked paperwork and secret recordings that she said could prove her side of the story. Supporters hoped she would drop the evidence, while critics questioned whether her emotional reaction was clouding the bigger picture. Either way, the live drew massive attention. What had started as whispers about CPS quickly turned into a viral storm, with people debating whether she was being unfairly targeted, or if the agency truly believed Junior was better off somewhere else. For many followers, this wasn't a surprise. Trouble has followed Chrisean since the day she announced her pregnancy. At first, Blueface denied being the father before eventually admitting the truth. From there, the arguments, public fights, and embarrassing online moments never seemed to stop. Even when she promised to raise Junior with or without help, the drama continued to circle back. Now, with custody allegedly given to the very people she accused of tearing her down, supporters are left wondering what really went on behind closed doors. Chrisean's clashes with Blueface's family have always been intense. Fans have seen the fights, the screaming matches, and the countless live streams where emotions spilled over. She has long claimed that Blueface's mother deliberately meddled in her life, trying to control and discredit her at every step. The tension was so deep that many called it a full-blown family war. And now, in an unexpected twist, that same household reportedly has her child under their roof. Whispers had already been spreading that CPS was paying close attention to Chrisean. After viral videos painted her home as unstable, supporters dismissed it as just another smear campaign. But last night's turn of events confirmed the agency was watching closely. What shocked everyone was that Junior wasn't placed in neutral foster care, as many expected. Instead, Blueface's mama was given custody. That detail lit social media on fire, with people questioning why CPS would hand over the baby to someone Chrisean openly despised. When Chrisean went live, the emotions were raw. She lashed out at CPS, Blueface, his family, and even herself. She said this wasn't about protecting her child, but about stripping her of control. Viewers flooded the comments with hashtags and prayers, while Chrisean suggested she had real proof recordings, screenshots, even official files that could show the custody shift was less about safety and more about revenge. Clips of her breakdown spread everywhere, and her words left people divided. Was she exposing a plot or just spiraling in real time? Things got messier when Blueface's sister also went live, denying all of Chrisean's claims and insisting CPS made the call on their own. But in the middle of her rant, she slipped, admitting, "Of course, my mom made reports. Anybody would if they thought that baby was in danger." That single line quickly went viral, with many calling it proof that the family had a hand in what happened. Celebrities began weighing in, some offering sympathy, others pointing fingers at the system. Tamara Braxton sent prayers, Summer Walker accused CPS of unfairly targeting certain women, and Cardi B liked a post suggesting families often work against mothers in situations like this. At that point, the conversation shifted from just custody to a bigger cultural debate. Supporters rallied behind Chrisean as a mother fighting back against betrayal, while critics pointed to her chaotic history as proof CPS made the right call. And then came the biggest twist. An account tied to Junior posted a cryptic message. "The full call is coming, no screenshots, no audio, just those words." The internet froze, waiting for what might be the evidence that changes everything. Speculation spread quickly as people wondered if this was the very recording Chrisean had hinted at earlier. Did it capture Blueface's mama admitting her role? Supporters online claimed that if the tape was authentic, it could completely reshape the custody case. By the next morning, hashtags like #JusticeForJunior and #CPS corruption flooded social platforms. Threads accusing Blueface of planning this from the start gained momentum, while critics posted harsh montages of Chrisean's breakdowns, pointing to them as evidence of instability. Even within the hip-hop world, opinions were split. Summer Walker went live, arguing that society loves to demonize black mothers, while others said CPS had no choice. What began as a custody issue had now become a full-scale digital war. Screenshots, voice notes, celebrity comments, and non-stop fan debates filled timelines. But all eyes remained fixed on one thing: the promised full tape. That could potentially flip the narrative. Many users reminded others of what Chrisean had endured and insisted that she needed help, not punishment. One clip highlighting this message spread rapidly, shared by major platforms like The Shade Room, where it quickly reached millions of views. That's when rapper Lil Boosie added fuel to the fire with his unfiltered opinion. In a fiery rant, he said, "Man, CPS does not snatch kids for no reason. They do not move this fast unless something serious is going on. That baby is probably better off with his grandma." His remarks went viral instantly, sparking headlines such as "Boosie sides with CPS and Chrisean custody drama." Soon after, Tamara Braxton voiced her own take, pushing back against the narrative. She tweeted, "If this audio is real, that is not CPS protecting a child, that is sabotage. Every mother deserves a fair chance, even Chrisean." Her words struck a chord, quickly racking up thousands of retweets as many labeled her the voice of reason. But the most surprising response came from WAC 100, Blueface's longtime manager. In a leaked Clubhouse conversation, he was heard saying, "This is not Blue's fight. His mom handled it. CPS saw what they saw. That is it. Case closed." The comments spread like wildfire, convincing many that Blueface's camp had been pulling strings from the beginning. From there, the media machine jumped in full force. TMZ ran with the headline, "Leaked audio suggests Blueface mom influenced CPS against Chrisean." Gossip blogs pushed alleged text messages, while YouTubers dissected every second of the audio, analyzing waveforms and voices like detectives. TikTok creators dramatized the feud in skits, portraying Blueface's mama as a calculating grandmother plotting behind the scenes. One video titled "POV, Blueface Mama Plotting on Junior" soared past 8 million views in just 24 hours. Even mainstream outlets jumped in. Entertainment Tonight dedicated a full segment, while The Breakfast Club discussed it on air, with Charlemagne the God summing it up: "If these leaks are legit, this ain't family drama anymore. This is a setup, and CPS is right in the middle of it." At this point, the internet had drawn clear battle lines. Half of social media rallied behind Chrisean, saying she was a mother fighting against a system rigged to break her down. The other half doubled down on the idea that her chaotic lifestyle had forced CPS to step in. The shouting matches online turned the custody fight into a cultural war that was impossible to ignore. Chrisean herself escalated the tension by reposting fan-made clips of celebrities supporting her, adding a chilling caption, "I got an army behind me," yelling, "Taking my son without a fight." It was no longer just defiance, it was a declaration. The drama deepened when Hollywood Unlocked dropped a late-night exclusive, hinting that Chrisean had another recording bigger than the first. The outlet teased a second, more damaging leak, and fans erupted in panic, jokes, and conspiracy theories. Twitter lit up with posts saying, "This is it, she's been holding the real bomb back." Overnight, the conversation shifted. It was no longer just about whether she was fit as a parent. People wanted to know exactly what was on that second tape. Was it undeniable proof of sabotage, or something even darker? Then the leak started slowly, like a thriller unraveling. Piece by piece, the first clip appeared on Reddit at midnight. A scratchy phone call with muffled audio. Most of it was hard to hear, but one line rang clear: "She'll never see that baby again. If I have a say." Immediately, the internet froze. Was it Blueface's mama, a CPS worker, someone else entirely? Within minutes, fans ran voice comparisons and Twitter delivered its verdict: "That's her, 100%. Before the shock wore off, the Receipts for Junior account dropped another bomb, this time Two voices could be heard, one sounding eerily like, "Blueface muttered, if she can't get it together, then maybe it's best." That single line shattered the internet. People began questioning whether he had truly sided with his mother over Chrisean. Longtime fans who defended him suddenly flipped, calling him a traitor. Others argued it had to be fake, an AI deepfake made to ruin him. But the damage was done. Doubt had taken root. Then came the third leak, and it was the hardest hitting of them all. A woman's voice, sharp and unflinching, declared, "CPS listens when you give them proof. I gave them all they needed, no static, no distortion, just cold, clear words." Blogs and outlets lit up overnight. Headlines screamed that Blueface's mama had admitted to handing CPS evidence. Instagram was flooded with the quote in bold letters. TikTok edits replayed it with haunting background music, looping endlessly for millions of viewers. And then, just as quickly as it began, it all went silent. The ad receipts for Junior account vanished, leaving only those 3 recordings behind. Fans panicked. Theories spread. Did lawyers shut it down? Did CPS step in? Or was the entire thing a planned drop designed to stir chaos before disappearing? Chrisean responded with another emotional livestream. Tears streamed down her face as she told her viewers, "You all heard it. You all see what I'm up against. This isn't about me being a bad mother, this is war. They took my baby, but God sees everything, and I promise you this isn't over." Her words hit like a rallying cry. Supporters filled the comments with prayers and messages of loyalty, while critics mocked her, calling her unstable. But even they couldn't deny it, something massive had shifted. And this was no longer just a family feud. That's it for today's drama on Dark Glam. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss the tea. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. Stay tuned for all the latest updates and deep dives you won't want to miss.